Yeah, thank you very much, the Executive Secretary. And again, I'm back to you. Um, the truth of the matter is that most things that work or don't are usually structural. Emma, you must simply write it or put it in such a way that first it will make sense. Kediko is naga because and human interactions. Mandiga naga vertical, mandiga naga horizontal. Kedika gesnemia. If you're able to resolve it, then the other one is you must share that with those who are going to operate it. Because more often than not, we go into managing or leadership position without defining how these human interactions and how things are going to work. If bazia into the real in the field, you will now begin to have conflicts, challenges that are majorly human. And ufodu na trivuzi na ebe with confusion because na ederiede and ngono wo na chokwa ka bia se ka controller onanyegisi owa. And therefore, since we are trying to do this, one of the critical things we did first, at the bongola atolo, like our people will say, government will interest in these schools. Of course, the mission, the Catholic Church is managing. That means that now, again, interface between government and the mission along the line. And therefore, if things must work, we needed to get to the something that we are coming like a chart. Draw carved in stone. And that's why we're having this round table. Round table, I name ka tukotu chono. Kamal owenka tinye ko owenka wepo. Make no mistake about it. Even now, by the time you go into the field, you are going to begin to have challenges as you are going all the way. Please, you are going to make mistakes. We are going to make mistakes. You are going to have challenges. All of us will. Don't even be discouraged by that. All part of you are in a something like that. I get wupunka, I get tienka. Now, if you come to this organogram, you will clearly see that we try to put from the top, for example, this line we try to sustain a well already existing government reporting system. Nobody going to go there. And we'll local and well education secretary in the local government. I've been a state and we're commissioner for basic education. And we're my blah blah blah. Also, we are in the government. Okay, I do a member of house for that basic education. Because na trouble. Like we said, or like I said at the beginning, government handed over the schools about 10, 11 years ago. Are these schools better off now than they were 11 years ago? And if the answer is yes, to what degree? Because if we can say, no, do better, or 10%, or 20%, Malama that na, and will have pass. When kebu weak pass, when kebu excellent. And anything I that has to do with human development at this level. If the difference is not an excellent position, I will tell you, my dear friends, or the unacceptable. We can only go for excellent. And therefore, the transition from the time of our government and now, if it's not an excellent position, it calls for all of us, men and women of goodwill, to look at the issues and say, what can we do? And therefore, let's go back. Now, we have this is the Dacian board, a bishop, who is the manager. No. And eba anwa, because we are not directing. We are saying it's already identified. Bishop or whoever that is there as his president is the chair. And of course, by our description here, the Assistant Education Secretary will automatically be part of Iha Neme Banwa. Ogabo onwe ha na-ekwu for example, onwe ha na-ekwu at any level. That area, that board will be, of course, they will be aware. But this is where you are as the manager. All the managers are in the all the managers of clusters, you are here. Which means that those you are going to be seeing interfacing with on daily basis are headmistresses or headmasters, as the case may be, the government in our government. But your job as a manager, because government can make good policies. About lack of policy. Policy today. No, are we implementing it to the point? I will decide here by this. No one manageable majorly. Now all those policies of government, all those ways anasi, ndinkuzi, in our law, in our law, and they make access. In our government with a policy for all these things. So what we are saying is that Naito can go up manager. Kidi, beaming your attention on those schools, ensuring that all those things that Ebunuche, government and the mission, now they are accomplished. Oh, eba wakaga ibidogodu. Afwazia, even Nesoku, Afwazia, the challenges Amakesi were sought here. Because I'll tell you, always some schools and enough teachers. Because they want a manager. When you have headmistress, Osikadong Olona, local government education secretary. Eba Kumi Avlu. Oge Jogun office commissioner. Otilian Eba. Uma aware. And most of these people, Elugo retirement ages. So Habia me on our mark at the time. Na cho oge ogana. And therefore, on our effective, if I say, can they no eba mweke in a push, it was their schools. And that is where this manager Nkunwabo Genyaka education secretary cannot be able to do all that. So you are more like the person who is on ground and then working together with the old boys and old schools of each of the schools where you are now managing. Because mind you, you are now a leader down there on the field. Now we any vacancy that nangwe class ndinkuzi anoro. When a government na deka, sometimes they move slowly. Sometimes reaction and have no okay. But mind you, the lives of these children are at stake. You can't pause any person's life. And therefore, part of the challenge Unugenwa as manager, anyway, such situation, come I got up class, I go on Kuzi, because now I will account, I now run for this purpose. The education secretaries will interface with you. Akatiegodu nkagasi PTA or whatever it is. At every time, all the classes must have a teacher. Private sector gana akuru and we now push this government to do what they are supposed to do in terms of hiring more teachers. Now, if you are a particular school, what we are also advocating, but since you are now the manager, working with your headmistress or headmaster as the case may be, we are looking at all these aspects of the school. Something that now attention must be focused on. For example, safety. We have talked about that the issue of making sure that now every school is secured. is paramount. Make no mistake about it. I take things for granted. As na onye Chineke na azo onwe ya. Let us also begin to think about fencing the schools where necessary. All government kobo. Mana aga na asi na aga eche ka government mee ife ọ ga-agbọbụ na-emere ife a na-eme bi na anyị. What we are saying, but na onye ọbụla ma etu Nigeria so dị kịta. Mana the financing of government is going down. So you have population that is increasing. The revenue of government is not as much. And what it simply means, that the third leg is private sector. And that's why I be a manager, na headmistress, and make sure that na, even at that school, he may appoint Ofonye Nkuzi, manager, na headmistress, he may appoint Onye Nkuzi, Ofonye Aburu, in charge of safety of the school. Ofonye Adi in charge of infrastructure of the school. Ofonye Adi in charge of academic. Ofonye Adi in charge of sports and extracurricular activities. Ofonye Adi in charge of ICT and all that. One of the reasons of also giving these teachers, even some of them will resist, some of them will oppose, but it's also something it's also a developmental program for those teachers. Because I will tell you, when they also understand that in the process, they are now also improving their leadership skills. Okay, Nyaka. No matter whatever it is, vacuum, adron rapo. So what we are saying, manager with the headmistress, try to establish all this in the schools. Above that, you have divisional board. Like Abianoka, for example. And well, already 3 divisions, Noka. I don't know how many divisions they were in Newi, but then were 3 divisions, Noka. And what we are saying, and we're 3 divisions, Noka. Can we put 3 boards in line of those divisions? Some of you, the school SEMA or in our manage, equal SEMA, the division, a body. That means you are going to be reporting to that board under that your division. Now, one of the things INMS for doing game, once you take off, those people who are going to members of those boards on the Obodokahabo. So we expect that once you take over, in that your community-based school already, Malundi get recommend in good conscience. They can say, Nandia, Onya, ka etinia na this board. Unu put all those names together. Education secretary, we go through with you guys. We are thinking that between now and December, those board members will be unveiled by the bishop. The idea is, I'm taking a kind of cue from Ihamen and Neni when the bishop made the board of Gimatech. Ogwa just one na Omele appoint as rector. See, if you go to Neni, Jiaka Sayan and Mili, Marzandiga with the board member. Oh, just one na Bial. Na Gazi na Chondi, okay, my appoint into the board. Okay, Otia from Ekwaka or Uchesi, Nato Cable board. I make it, I quit. So what it means, just one na, a rector selected us, nominated us to the bishop. Bishop Joy Ajizu, Hana Bokwacha, bishop gave approval. Board established. So you on your own case, you can also take that same method. Iga no budawa. Chikwa, Iseletia, Ndiga say, I want this kind of people to be members of this divisional board. You make those recommendations to your education secretary. Once that is done, Achikwa Unu put your head together. Ewojile Bishop, Omeya approve. It will now be unveiled. That is about the divisional board. So for Onya Agolo, Nekubakankawa, or MSA the assessment, Amazia, Obuno Wendable members of the board. Already in that, we look at it, some of them will be co-opted. Obuza an enlarged board, because now Open have a board only for the 3 schools. What you are now saying, some of them can now be co-opted to the divisional board. That means Ucheha are there on a bigger scale. Now, the issue of this PTA, old boys and girls, Ogufodu, aina arapo ihe ai nwere ebe ai nwere ike na-asị atụtụ kọcha kọbọkọba anyị ji na-eme ihe na-eche na ọntịrị weta million. Ọ bụghị eziokwu. In some cases, ọ bụ million ka a na-achọ. In fact, ijebe ndị ọcha ọ bụgoro ka a na-eme election, a na-asị ndị mmadụ na-akwụnye $1 to $2. Ihe a bụ ego. Ọ bụ na unu ọbụ managers ịkpọ ya mkpa, identify some of the old boys and girls go na that school in Ekumaka. I will bet you this agenda I went for 5 years. I now say we're going to do this, computerized, solar system, fence, improve the school in and out, toilet facilities, in an honest way, in a transparent way. They will contribute. I will again tell you about Neni model. Neni model is termed on transparency. Honorable is my brother and witness. Even the men and Nenita, no naga gabo. Our people name a business, been in Lagos, Abuja, Obodo Ibo. E call ne no akona na no ge wote ego. Obu ha no do convince hi na akọ. Na ga ejikwu ofuma. Oge hegeri onu maka ocho ka gini akọba akọ. Ogbabili ege nkite. I'm speaking in dialect. I will tell you, you'll be surprised. Oh, no, Obodo can put money into this program. Oh, in Lagos, Otinyego na this program. So that's what we are saying. That the moment you attract the PTA, some of them, they will be happy to be part of it. That is about a manager focusing on the issue of PTA and old boys and girls. Come down. Now, the idea is that the manager, again, with the capacity to introduce yourself to education secretary of the local government. Because you, as a manager, education secretary of local government. Of course, you are also reporting to your divisional board. You must cooperate with them. Some of them are quite tricky. Some of them may not easily jump at the issue of what you are talking about. They may not even accept it. They may resist it. They may do gra-gra. But because no priests and leaders and managers, calm down. Okariba, onye anyebe nukutan sowu, report on the border. The border can take action by going straight to government higher than this man. Enyemuna an example of what I did. So abu nonya neba na emerigisi baka. What you need to do, report this activity to this divisional board. And I'll tell you, this board are men and women who can approach the commissioner, who can approach all those who are higher than him. Asna nukumo futa obe mo aboso. Once onya be convinced he ne kuduma nande ana agwa hoku akolo onya to order. Okay? And finally, obu na a report there to the ministry. Commissioner, a report there to the bishop board. Gwa ihe na men obu na commissioner and asube nye wekwu nkuta nsogbu kariba ndị board a eje na governor bishop eje gwa governor si a governor ihe a na ọbụkwa ihe egwu ka a na-emezi mana for a bishop to be able to say he wants to meet a governor ọ ga like inwe data, facts and figures, because make no mistake, obo no source of no bishop will an integrity to protect, and that's why any information I need to now confront the governor, that information must have been clearly looked into by 2 of you, supported by the divisional board. Now, information, atasaya. I want to kebu ezokuman minister the man came and tasa. And it's higher. To advance the educational system under reference. I tell you, Bishop, Gedemite governor, si governor, ye kuye madu, vukasta madu nu, halmli, hakwasea. And I will tell you, at that point, I can bet you, His Excellency will listen to it, and Abu na enweze need to call the commissioners and the rest of them to order. That will happen. That's about the organogram. When the house of the Nimia Brona, I try to define the green more of government, office of the governor, office of the commissioner, local government education and local government council. The private sector that can support Ihane. The rest of it was all these various activities, leadership training for those teachers, which you and the headmistress will continue to make them to buy into that kind of program, into that exercise. Thank you and God bless.